So, coming off day three, first day in pads, thought it was a good work day. I thought the guys came with the right mentality. You know, obviously going three practices in 4 days. You wanted to have a little bit of a push here at the front end of it, just in installation. Obviously, trying to get the foundation set and built. But today, got a chance to see the one of the most important elements is the physicality, the knockback, things that we're trying to instill, just in all positions. And I thought there was the right attitude, right mindset. I think we're continuing to do a better job of bursting to the ball, really on both sides. Trying to push tempo, trying to make sure that we reinforce the importance of where your effort will make the difference, and having a relentless pursuit, whether you're an offensive lineman down the field, whether you're backside corner, whatever that position is. Man, we want to see guys fly into the ball. I thought it was a good day. Had some explosive plays on both sides. Defense able to punch a couple balls out, which I like seeing. Just that the pursuit and opportunity to create takeaways. Obviously, got to do a better job of owning the ball. Especially some of the young guys there, offensively. But then offensively, I thought we did a good job. Had some explosive plays that showed up, some big runs, a couple of vertical shots, down the field, and just a great opportunity with some back and forth. But I thought guys came out and competed. Kind of kept the music, and distractions down a little bit, just to be able to hear communication. Want to hear guys communicating on the field, bringing that mentality without any outside, I guess encouragement. As we roll through it, I thought they did a good job in it. But some guys, it was first padded practice, had some anxiety, probably pushing through, probably everybody, but also just some of the newcomers. But I thought all in all it was a good work day. I was really pleased, with this being our legacy weekend. We had 12 NFL players that were back, that were here, kind of supporting the guys. Just being able to be around, be present. It was great seeing them and the relationships that they've built in their time here at Florida State. Being able to have them back. We had an event last night, and then obviously a few of our legacy players that have come back for the weekend. I'm just grateful for that example, and just how they represent Florida State. So all in all, it was a really good morning, and excited about where we are after 3 days.
All right, Chris.
With regards to physicality, when you evaluated last year, is that one where you want to change something, amp it up, do it differently?
You gotta, toughness and phicality have to be earned, and it's got to be something that you embrace, in every moment. You don't get to pick and choose when you're going to be tough. It's got to show up in good days, bad days, whatever circumstance might be. The physicality, that comes from trusting technique, fundamentals, and obviously all the work that you do in the weight room to be able to put that on display. So. It's about earning that physicality. It's about developing and building that toughness, and then the consistency of what it's going to show up.
Brenda?
With the physicality, emphasizing that, is there like a change in how often you guys hit, or is that something that something we were asked a lot about on the message boards, like how often you felt it in practice now?
We hit a lot, throughout the years. It's so to say. We try to be smart with the physicality, just on how many times we get guys, to the ground in piles, things like that. Just trying to limit, some of it, but we're gonna hit it.
Sure.
Following up on that, Coach, how do you balance wanting to be physical but also keeping guys fresh and healthy? You mentioned obviously 3 practices in 4 days. Like, what goes into the practice? How much does Coach Storm kind of have an opinion in that as well?
It's everything we do. It's a coordinated approach to make sure we put our guys in the best position. We try to use each metric of the workload that they've done. Try to have a balance with it, but also there's going to be a push, and at times when there's going to be some uncomfortable moments, and where you got to make a choice of what you want it to be when it's uncomfortable. So we're going to help guys grow in those times of adversity, and when it is taxing. It's part of the reason why we started the way we started here early, and we're going to continue to build upon that throughout the course of this spring. But I mean, it's a fair balance. It's something that, I think over the years, we've done a good job of managing it, and then, we need it to look a certain way, and that comes down to a player's choice.
Byron?
You guys have always done, drills to get the defense players to knock the ball out, things like that. But you guys didn't create any turnovers last year. Was it more technique, effort, or not physicality?
Yes. Everything you just said, yes. I mean, it's all, where it can be better. And, we had some missed opportunities where we didn't finish plays. We had some opportunities, to be able to create takeaways. And then there's some things that, obviously I think we can do to help put our guys in a better position to make that happen. And, every bit of it, does matter. Your effort, your physicality, your making sure that your technique and you capitalize on it. But we're seeing it at a really high level, and then there's obviously a year ago we were extremely poor in that regard. So it is a big focus, and obviously we'll get the ball.
Kurt?
The returning guys and then the guys you brought in at linebacker, I guess, how have you seen them take to the change in the defensive scheme, and maybe they played a role in the against the run or punch the ball out?
Yeah, no, I mean, I think those guys are doing a good job of, as we, kind of working through, some new elements within our scheme, just the versatility of how those guys can be used within this defense. A lot of competition in that room, and, I thought, I've seen some of the returning guys that have really taken some positive strides where you've seen their flash, whether it's, Juice Cryer, I thought Blake, had some flash moments today. Omar, all of them have had good moments in these first 3 days, and then I thought Elijah and Stephon, they really had some good plays today. I felt their presence. Caleb, a little limited here. Coming off an illness over the break, and so we're trying to be smart with him coming in. But I've liked what I've seen from him as well, and so you couple that with the young guys we have. I mean, I think it's going to be a chance to be a really dynamic group in the ability, and just the way those guys are pushing each other.
Chris?
Quarterback wise, how did Tommy do as well as the other guys?
Not good. I mean, I thought he had a good day. I mean, he hit a couple of vertical shots that were extremely well placed. You feel his athleticism, his presence, within the pocket, and I thought I did a good job of delivering the football. I'm going to go back and kind of watch through just some of the specific aiming points, but I thought he was pretty clean today. We introduced just for a few sets of third downs, so getting some different looks, but. I thought Brock did. I thought all three quarterbacks had their moments, and Brock had a big run that showed up today. Was able to do some good things, and we had a couple of missed opportunities that were out there. But you've really been pleased with Kevin Sperry too. I think he's come in. You'll hear early these first 3 days, and it's a lot that's on him, but I think he's handling it pretty well.
Brendan?
You mentioned some of the freshmen working through some nerves a little bit early on in practice. Did any of the young guys kind of settle in, stand out, distinguish themselves?
Yeah, there was there were some good moments. I got to go back and really watch it, especially some of those guys down in the trenches. That's where a lot of those freshman D linemen. I've liked what I'm seeing from them, and you felt their presence. You got Kevin Wynn, Juju's been a little limited here, coming in. But I got to see him get some work today, which was good. Just seeing his explosiveness and what he was able to do. Really been impressed with the Sear brothers. Jesse had some flash plays. Tyline, obviously is just a physical presence. But I mean, you take that young group of D linemen. I'm excited about where they can go and what they can do. I think I mentioned both the young defensive backs. A couple of the young receivers they all look like they belong. It's just but now it's about the details, learning it. And it's all huge work that they're getting. When they could be in their senior year of high school. So it's pretty exciting.
We got time for a couple more. Ira?
Statistically, it looked like Tommy was more efficient last year than the year before. Do you spend much time going back and looking at his transformation, or is it more just about what he's done since he's been here?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's grown. I mean, I watched all of it, you know, as we were making a decision on bringing somebody in, and I thought you saw, you know, growth in some areas of decision making, you know, progression eyes, you know, location. You know, I've been really pleased with, you know, his accuracy and, you know, what he's been able to do through the first 3 days. You know, done a good job with his arm strength. I mean, all those things. So. Yeah, we looked at it all, and but you still trust what you see, and you know, it's been a good the first 3 days for what he's done. But you know, the culmination of his career to put himself in this position, you know, he definitely put in a lot of work, and you know, see some great payoffs on that.
All right, last one, Kurt.
In today's college football, it's easy to envision a guy like Brock maybe not being here in year 3 after the last 2 years. But what's it mean that he's still here? He sees the vision, maybe bucking a lot of the trends in today's college football.
I mean, he's a competitor. You know, Brock's got a lot of winter in him. I mean, he is. You know, you saw that in his high school you know, career. I mean, he believes in the opportunity that's there, and he's coming. He's fighting every day, trying to push himself to be better. You know, I think he has a love for this team and the guys he gets to do it with. And you know, I mean, yes, there's, you know, you can look at a lot of positions now, especially quarterback, and you know, there's everybody's trying to see the path when, you know, sometimes that path is right there in front of you. And I think Brock is doing a really nice job of competing, you know, to make this journey his. And you know, I got a lot of respect for him. You know, the way he's approaching every day, you know, you feel his improvement, you know, in just what he's done. And going into 3rd year, I mean, this is a big year to take a step, and you know, I'm definitely seeing some great steps here in the first 3 days, and expecting more as we continue to move forward.
All right, thank you, Coach.